second segment, we will now do high or low. So this will take a little more teamwork in this segment. So with high or low, what we're going to do, and I'll alternate who's going to actually have the first answer to each question. What we're going to do here, first, I'm going to ask someone a question, and that question will have a response of a number. Okay, that is key. So remember that. Once that person provides their number, then the second person or the other co-host, they will say whether or not they feel like that number is too high, or too low. Okay, so first question will begin with BG. He'll give us a number on it. And then Zay, you'll say whether or not that number is too high or too low. So number of players averaging 10 or more assists per game this season. How many players are doing that, BG?
5.
Is that number too high or too low, Zay?
Too low.
Too low. How many do you have?
I would say about 12.
There are only 2 players, I love this, averaging 10 or more assists per game this year. Those 2 players are CP3 and James Harden.
Ooh, not Jokic. Okay.
No, the number 3 in assists per game is Trae Young at 9.7 assists per game. He barely misses the cut. And maybe after tonight, maybe he had enough. But right now, only 2 players, CP3 and James Harden. I don't think Trae Young could have enough assists in today's game to bump him over that. So only 2 players, man. Right? You think it'd be way more, but it's only 2 guys. Okay. So Zay, we'll start with you. Give us a number. BG, you say whether or not it's too high or too low. Number of 30-point triple doubles in the career of Luka Doncic so far.
I would say 63.
63?
BG, is that too high or too low?
63.
Number of 30-point triple doubles Luka has in his career.
Hey, wait, hold on. My bad.
Yes.
I gotta go back.
30-point triple doubles.
Yeah. All right. I would say 13.
I'm gonna say higher. I'm gonna say somewhere around 23.
Nice. Okay, BG, you are correct. The number was too low. It is actually much higher than 13, way lower than 63. I'll tell you that much. It is actually 21, and Luka is now tied for 5th all time. He's already tied 5th all time in NBA history with, I want you to name the player that he is tied with for 21 30-point triple doubles in their career.
LeBron James.
I'll give you a hint. He's a big man.
Embiid.
Jokic.
Nope. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain had 21 games of 30-point triple doubles in his career.
Playing with Celebration Station managers.
Celebration Station.
They playing against, what do we say, the St. Peter's guys? What? Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese.
He wasn't playing against no competition. Competition didn't come around till Michael Jordan.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Wilt. Don't do that to Wilt. Don't do that.
Oh, competition didn't come until Michael Jordan. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Right. Only Michael Jordan played against competition. But I digress.
Michael Jordan he wasn't playing against Chuck E. Cheese. He was playing against Walmart greeters. So a little step up.
Yeah, he's playing against insurance sellers. All right.
Walmart greeters.
All right. In the vein of triple doubles, in that theme, we're gonna keep it going. Number of triple doubles that DeJounte Murray has this season. BG will let you answer this because that's your boy. DeJounte Murray. I got to get his name. I got to spit it out correctly. How many triple doubles does he have this season?
13.
Zay, is that too high or too low?
Too low.
Or is that right on the number? Because that's what it is. He has exactly 13 triple doubles. Did you look this up, BG?
I did. I wanted to say 16. No, but I remember we talked about this when I picked him as my most improved player. I picked a couple.
Bro, he's been balling.
I remember he was second behind Jokic, and Jokic was around 16 at the time, and DeJounte was around 9 or so. So it's been about a month. So I figured he's had a few more.
He's like the 6'4", 6'5" version of Jokic, if that makes sense. A little more athletic, but you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
You can count on him getting rebounds and assists and scoring points. Like,
they're not even good.
No.
Like imagine
Right.
if he has.
Imagine if he had another a teammate that's like an all-star level teammate. Like imagine him for the Bulls.
Imagine him on the Lakers.
Imagine
him on the
what
Lakers.
Michael Jordan back in the 90s.
It's just stop it. Oh my God. Okay, so going back to Mr. Murray, who now has 13 triple doubles on the season. He actually has the most at 18, the most in Spurs history. And he has surpassed which Spurs great for the most triple doubles in Spurs history? Zay, I'll let you answer first.
Tim Duncan.
DG, who's your guess?
Oh, it's either Tony Parker or Mon. I'm gonna go Mon.
David Robinson.
Oh,
David Robinson has the second most now triple doubles in Spurs history. Y'all don't give y'all respect to the big guys. I see that, man. You guys are not big old the lefty David Robinson from Navy. Oh man, he was a monster, man.
you
Michael Jordan era.
Yes, Michael Jordan era. Yes.
You gotta
Yes,
think
Zay.
about it. Guys weren't shooting as many threes back then, so big men get a lot of assists nowadays because they're taking out the shooters. But the three wasn't so big back then, so it was hard for big men to get assists.
It was, but it wasn't at the same time because they would feed those guys in a post, and then you had cutters off of that, right? They would feed the post and they cut off of that. Now he's cutting and he's getting a layup, or he's cutting for a mid-range jump shot. Like, especially with the double teams back then, like they would come hard with the double team, so now he can, hit that guy on the cut. So David Robinson, man, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I remember the Twin Towers, him and Tim Duncan when Tim Duncan first arrived, man. The Twin Towers, man. I loved it, man. Okay. Number of players this season that have scored 60 or more points. BG, we'll start with you. What's your guess? What number?
I think it's Zay.
Okay, it's Zay. Zay, okay. I'm sorry about
I
that.
did the Murray.
Yes, you did. Sorry about that. Zay, number of players that have scored 60 points or more this season. How many players have done that?
3.
BG, is that too high or too low?
Ooh. Number of players, so different players.
Different players, correct.
I'm gonna say it's barely too low. I'm gonna say 4 or 5.
Nice. It is too high. There have only been 2 players that have scored 60 points or more. I want you to guess who those 2 players are. Both of their names start with a K.
Karl Anthony Towns
That's one.
and Kevin Durant.
Great
Kyrie.
guess. Kyrie Irving. Yes.
Kyrie
Irving. Karl Anthony and Kyrie Irving. Correct. Both blue bloods. One went to Kentucky, one went to Duke. There you go. Number of players that have scored 50 points or more this season. How many players have done that? Different players have done that.
I'm gonna say 9.
Zay, is that too high or too low?
I would say too high.
How many do you have?
7.
That is actually too low. There have been 13 players, different players that have scored 50 points or more. And actually, there have been, out of those 13, there have been 3 players that have actually done it twice. So there's actually been like 16 50-point games this year, but actually done by 13 different players. So I know Kevin Durant has done it twice, for instance. Okay. Isn't that interesting?
That is
pretty cool. Nice. Okay. Good job, man. I feel like I could be Nick. I could be Nick Cannon, man. I could kind of have his spot, man. I need to be on a game show. You know what I mean? GSN. Give me a call, GSN. I need to do it, man.
Wilding out.
I'll do Wildin' Out. The check is right. I'll do it. I guarantee it's more than what Sko is paying me. All right. Guarantee that.